what I'm good at,
Right.
and then I'm really good about saying what I'm not, because I don't need to be all things. 'Cause I
Hey,
don't
girl,
do
what
it.
you say? Stay in your lane. I was talking about Periscope the other night. It's like, stay in your lane. It was like, I gave a Periscope, a brief Periscope, and I said one of the first things, it was using the STAR concept, stay in your lane.
Come on now.
Learn how to continue to be teachable,
Yes.
be adaptable, adapt quickly.
Thank
And
you.
that's, you got to be resilient. When you get knocked down, you got to get back up.
Come on now.
STAR. It was like, hey, that was it.
That was the whole show was about last week was about resilience. You have to be resilient. You can't. There's no point in starting this if you're not planning to endure
the long
the
haul.
bumps.
That's
Come on.
it. We're in a war.
We're in constant. 2 minutes. I see. That.
Give her a headset. That's your water, sweetheart. Also.
Okay. Yes. All right. You don't have to put it on yet.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Here's on. Here. Here.
Yeah, everything's well. Laptop streaming?
Is my laptop streaming? Laptop is streaming. Yes.
Laptop is
I checked that first.
She said she checked that first. Cool. Appreciate you. All right, bye-bye. Ezzy.
Yeah, good. Good.
Locked into the best reggae, soca, hip-hop, and R&B on 106liferadio.com.
Welcome to Entrepreneur Central. I'm your host, Marjorie Waye, broadcasting live on 106 Live Radio every Wednesday from 12 noon to 1. And we got some amazing things happening today. We got 2 phenomenal guests that are going to be on the show today. Miss Nancy Lewis is going to talk about the business of you, which I think is so awesome. And we also have Tara Youngblood, who is a publicist, and she's going to talk about that world and what that means. And for your business, for your personal, if you're a celebrity, if you're an athlete, if you're a business person, what does that mean and how does that look? So we're going to talk about that today. And before we get started, I'm going to tell you, join us on everything. You can go to our website, ecentral411.com, and you can find out about all the businesses that we're partnered with that are on our roll call. You can go to our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and it's all ecentral411. So definitely connect with us. If somebody is not on that you know has a business, is in business, is about to give up on business, whatever it is, they need to be here and connected to Entrepreneur Central, because that's what we're here for. We're here to help businesses thrive. That's it. That's our primary focus. Is Entrepreneur Central is here to help businesses thrive. So make sure you download the app. 106 Live Radio is on the Google Play Store at 106liveradio.com, and then in the TuneIn store, Apple, download the TuneIn app and look for 106 Live Radio. It streams live 24/7. There's all kinds of content. Make sure that you join us so that we know about you and that you know about us, and we're sharing to help you thrive. Now, again, my name is Marjorie Waye, if you haven't noticed. One of the big things that we're gonna talk about today is we have a major, epic size Super Bowl, the Olympic size announcement for businesses, right? So in April, we're gonna do 2 things. One, the whole month of April is committed to money. It is a money month. We are going to have venture capitalists on. We're going to have financial consultants on. We're going to have someone from a bank We're working on Citizens Trust to come in to talk to you all about getting businesses. We're also looking at Cabbage.com. It's it's not new, funny enough, but it's a way to get money for short-time capital. So that's what our focus is the month of April. Please look for advertisements. Facebook, we love to share, so we're going to be sharing quite a bit of information about the month of April because we want to make sure that you know how to gain capital and be realistic about gaining capital. The other thing is our upcoming show next week. Please let everybody know it is about payroll and human resources. We have a guest from ADP that's going to be here the entire show, that is going to talk about and answer questions about payroll, HR, what do I need to do, what are my compliance needs, what does it take to pay people, what does ADP offer, everything about processing payroll for your company. He's going to be here next week. So what I would advise, go on eCentral411.com if you have a specific payroll question for your business. If you're having challenges with payroll or what have you, even HR, how do I hire people, how do I do this, is there a solution that works for me and my business that I can have? ADP is going to be here to answer. So please go to eCentral411, pose your questions, and we're going to be answering those questions here live. We already have a slew of questions, but we want more. So go on the website, eCentral411.com, and ask your questions. Now, again, we have an epic-sized announcement that we're going to make as we go through the show. But today's show is about the business of you, right? So your business is it is a representation of who you are. That is what business. When you go in and you create a business, it's based on your passion. You're the only one that has the vision. And the business is as unique as you are. Because nobody knows how that vision is supposed to be played out. Nobody knows what that vision is except for with you. And so you are the representation, especially as an entrepreneur. We can start multiple businesses, but it's all a piece of who you are. So we want to make sure that we focus on that, and we help you to understand how important it is to understand you. Understand you and how you fit into your business. Now, in my research, one of the things that I love, there's a book that I love, there's an author that I love that talks about branding your business, branding you as an entrepreneur, branding your company. It's a book called The Purple Cow. And I know it's a weird name, but it's a great book. It's a great read. And, for years, marketers focuses on the 5 Ps, right? Product, pricing, promotion, positioning, publicity, right? We can add more: packaging, pass along, permission, whatever the 5 Ps are to you. But those standard 5 Ps we learn in our marketing classes, which I hate it, by the way. I'm not a marketing person. I'm a numbers person. But we focus on the 5 Ps. Well, the Purple Cow tells you, stop doing that. Stop being, that's boring. That's what everybody else does. Everybody else focuses on the 5 Ps and goes at it the exact same way. And so the problem with that is you become just a standard business that I can get anywhere. What's the reason to go to your business? What differentiates you? What differentiates your service, your product, what have you? I'm an accountant by trade, and so what differentiates me as an accountant? I am a business consultant. I am a well-rounded accountant, so I'm well-versed in from being a CFO to being a payroll clerk, and I've done all of those jobs. But I get to go into businesses, and I get to share my expertise on how to look at your numbers and how to grow your business. That's what I do. I get to be a business consultant, and that impacts everything. There are multiple legs and arms to how to look at your numbers and see how your business is growing. That's the fun for me. It's not fun for everybody, but it's fun for me. I go in and I say, okay, show me your financials. Show me your numbers. Just, whatever your history has been, show them to me. Most people don't want to because they're generally not as pristine as others, but I get to see them. It doesn't matter what they look like as far as the format. I look at your numbers, I analyze those numbers, and very quickly I can say, this is how the history of your business. This is what you look like you're going through. This is where you've invested. I had a company I work with that I was responsible for a $96 million portfolio. And they spent less than 1% on research and development. Of the $96 million they were earning gross, they spent less than 1% on research and development. So there was no diversity, there was no change. They did not keep their finger on the pulse of the market, because they figured, no, everybody needs me. The whole, if you build it, they will come. That's just untrue. You have to evolve. As your business evolves, as the environment evolves, you have to be able to evolve. Keep your vision intact, but you have to be able to evolve to the current environment. That is your responsibility as a business owner, as an entrepreneur. But what I would tell you is you need to get the Purple Cow and read it. It's not a hard read. It's not a long book. Just read the Purple Cow, and you will see how to change your business from a standard, everyday, run-of-the-mill, good company, as Jim Collins says in the book Good to Great, to a great, dynamic, diverse, and differentiated business. And that's what you really want. That's where you're going to make your money, right? If I go around and I start talking and I say the same thing as, let's say, Les Brown, why would they need to call me? Because my delivery is so great? No, they wouldn't. I'm not differentiated. If me and 100 other people, public speakers, say the exact same thing, why do you need to call me? So you have to be able to identify, where do you fit in this? Are you exhausted? And is that what your businesses are seeing? That's what your clients are seeing? Are you overwhelmed? Which means you can't meet a deadline. And that's what your clients are seeing. Are you having troubles at home? And, your kids are, you can't find. Those things translate into how you're carrying out your business and how you're carrying out your vision. Are you understaffed? Do you have the funds but won't hire people? Are your employees unhappy with you? Are your employees unhappy with their environment? What we don't seem to recognize all of the time is how our activity, us as individuals, impact the future or the sustainability of our businesses. Now, I say all that to say, one of the things that I've gotten several questions about, right? I don't talk about me on the show. I talk about other businesses. I talk about other companies. And trust me, I get lots of joy out of that. But I've gotten questions on, okay, we don't know anything about you, host Marjorie Waye. And for me, it's very important to see it as, you're right, I don't talk about me. But I do own a business. I own a couple. So I'm going to, in a very short order, I'm going to talk about my business. Coming right out of this, we're going to go into a break, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk about my business. And I'm going to talk about me, and I'm going to talk about how I play into the business world and my brand, and talk about me. So that you understand, I'm going to use me as, and I'm going to be very transparent, I'm going to use me as an example of how the business of you, how my brand is an extension, direct extension of who and what my business is all about. So we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back, and then I'm going to talk about me, which is very unlike me, but I'm going to talk about me, and then we are going to go, and we're going to get to talk to Tara Youngblood, who is a publicist. And of course, later on, we're going to talk to Nancy Lewis about the business of you. And we just have such a great show that I just want to share everything. We're just ready.
You can only connect them looking backwards.
Okay.
So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path. And that will make all the difference.
Guide you into talking about your business and everything.
Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. You've got to find what you love, and that is as true for work as it is for your lovers. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet.
We're back on Entrepreneur Central. This is Marjorie Waye. And coming to you live every Wednesday from 12 noon to 1 on 106 Live Radio. And I'm just excited. You know, I'm doing something that's completely unlike me. But I think you need to know. I think you need to understand. So let me tell you about me. Again, my name is Marjorie Waye. I have been an accountant for over 22 years. I think I am addicted to school. I think my family would agree with me. I hold a master's degree in accounting and finance. I hold a master's degree in accountancy. And I'm finishing up a doctorate degree in entrepreneurship. Solely because I wanted to make sure that when I went out and talked to clients that I was fully a subject matter expert. That when clients talk to me, they would know and feel confident that I knew what I was talking about. On top of being a student, I also own multiple companies. I own 360 Player Experience, and 360 Player Experience actually brings you Entrepreneur Central every week here on 106 Live Radio. We are a business strategy and repositioning company. So we go into companies and we help you re-strategize your business and just, look at what are the things that are affecting your possible performance. How can you improve? How could you grow? How could you thrive? So we help you go in and reorganize, re-strategize your business from a financial perspective, because money drives everything. And then I also own 360 Accounting. 360 Accounting is an accounting firm that does all back office accounting. So we have clients that are in every industry, from entertainment to professional athletics to franchising, companies that franchise, commercial financing companies. So we have a multitude of clients that are very diverse, and I get the opportunity to meet with clients and help them reorganize and look at accounting from a different perspective. Because the old way of doing things, where you had to have somebody in your office and you had to pay overhead and you had to pay for all their equipment, and then they leave you and then you got to train somebody else and all that other stuff. Yeah, those days are in the past, and we just have to educate people to say there's a new way of doing things. So that's what I do. That's me. And so I am married, and I have 4 amazing children, and that's me. And I have a phenomenal faith. I believe God is the reason why I am here. My every purpose, my task is to make sure that I am focused on what God has for me, my purpose. And that's what I'm here for. And if I'm not doing that, he could take my gift away, and I don't want him to take my gift away. So that is me. But that infiltrates every aspect of my business. I'm also an author. I forgot about that part. I'm also an author. I published my first book in 2014. Called Wealthy But Broke, and it's a guide to financial management and investing, to help you understand how to invest your money and what all the crazy terms mean. So that's me, but that infiltrates everything. What are you? If I ask you what part of you impacts your the inner fabric of your business, what would you say? You need to identify that and not be afraid to share that information. Now, there's some other information that I could share as far as history and how I got into it and all that other stuff, but you have to understand these things infiltrate your business, every fiber. So, that was me. I did one thing there. Well, I want to introduce our next guest. Our next guest is Tara Youngblood, and she is a publicist. One thing I know nothing about. I'm very honest about what I do well and what I don't do well. And so I want to make sure we have Tara on the line. Tara, are you with us? Oh, hold on a second. I don't think I have you. I'm not sure why.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? No? Hold on a second.
I can hear you.
I'm coming. I don't know what I did differently. What did I do differently?
I don't know.
Okay, well, okay.
I can hear her on the phone well.
Tara, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
I can hear her there. I don't hear it here.
You don't hear it? Let me see. I'm sorry, we're having some technical. It might be user error. Yeah. Try that again. All right, Tara, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I hear her a little bit.
You can hear?
Uh-huh.
Okay, great.
But if you
All right, so Tara,
good.
please introduce your business. I want to hear about you and your business and how you got started.
Right. Okay. Well, first, thank you so much for having me. So my business is Totally Tara Public Relations, and we are here in Atlanta, Georgia. I started my business 2 years ago, and it started because it's been a passion of mine. I love public speaking. I love working with others, and I thrive off the success of others. So I went to school at the University of Alabama, Roll Tide, and there I studied marketing and communications. And as soon as I got out of school, I just knew from the start I wanted to start my own company.
Awesome.
And that's what I did. I gained some clients. And once I started getting my clients and they just started growing, then, it was just a word of mouth type thing. People would just come to me and ask, hey, can you represent me for this, and can you do a press release for this, or can you write a website or a bio for me for this? And so it just became like a word of mouth thing, and it just took off, and that's where I'm at right now.
Awesome. I think lots of people are like me, have absolutely no clue about how to do that right. So, yeah, I understand that.
Basically, let me just go a little bit more into detail. As a publicist, some things that we do here at Totally Tara is really brand management. So if you have a company, an organization, or you just want to brand yourself, as a publicist, it's about publicity. That is the key word. It's about that exposure. So it's my goal and my job to expose my client and to get them in front of everyone else. So that can include press releases, newsletters, red carpets, events. I do a lot of event management as well.
Okay.
So also locking in various interviews, whether it's just an interview with a magazine company or a television company or a radio. It's all about the publicity, but making sure they're being exposed the right way and effectively, and also in return to bring in revenue, because at the end of the day, that's what they're seeking as well.
Right. So let me ask you a question. As far as, okay, and I'm going to ask you a question, the ignorant question I asked you when we originally talked. Tell me the difference between public relations and a publicist.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you the difference between all of them.
Okay.
There are other things, too, that you did not mention, but I'm going to tackle all of them for you. So some things you're going to hear public relations. You're going to hear publicity. You're going to hear a publicist. You may even hear a marketing coordinator or a brand manager. So let me just break it down for you. Public relations, you have public relations. And then within that you have a publicist. I am a publicist. And so I studied public relations. Now here's the thing, as a publicist in public relations, it's about the I, the public, publicity. It's not limited to, but it's heavily focused on, but it's not limited to getting your client in front of the eye of the public, getting them the front cover of something. You want them to be the center of attention. Now, something that you may come across, a marketing coordinator. So those two are different. They're all similar, but they're different. As a marketing coordinator, it is someone who's going to market your brand, company, organization, whatever it might be. But you have a marketing coordinator. Their goal is to come up with that business plan, that marketing plan. Their goal is to really sit down and get the logistics of everything.
Okay.
And that's what the role of a marketing coordinator does. And then next we have a brand manager. Which the brand manager and the publicist, they're really, really similar. Do not get me wrong. But the brand manager goal is really overall to oversee the entire brand, and manage it from head to toe. As a publicist will entail just the publicity aspect of it, to really just get your client in the eye. And so those are the three things that you will come across and you will hear. And it's so hard because they're so similar, but they're different.
So let me ask you.
Keep in mind, I'm a publicist, but I'm not limited to just that one aspect, though.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. One of the things you said is that you study public relations, right? So public relations is a major. That is a broad spectrum of what this whole industry that you're in is about, right?
Right.
Okay, and the inner workings of how things connect to it, and then what you affect, what impacts you, and what you would impact. Correct?
Exactly.
Okay, but then you said, as far as a marketing manager does the business plans, right? And do they do the business plan and then give it to you as a publicist, as far as to see how to get in the center of attention?
Now this all depends, because when you come across someone, they don't have all of these.
Okay.
Because once again, they're very similar, and so it becomes costly. So if you come across someone, they're not going to have a marketing coordinator, a publicist, and a brand manager, because they're very similar. But once again, a marketing coordinator, they're going to be that one to really sit down and do the logistics. Now, as a publicist, I'm not limited to just like giving my clients just the exposure.
Sure.
Something here about Totally Tara is we do marketing plans. We do brand management. We do event management. So a lot of publicists, they're already equipped with that knowledge. Now, let me hold on with that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of publicists that have they're trained. Let me go back, because sometimes you will come across different people, and it's not to knock anyone. I went to college for this.
Sure.
So while I was in school, I got the training to write business plans, to write marketing plans, to do the brand management. And typically, when you're going to school for this, you get that whole aspect of it.
Okay, so I'm sorry, can I interrupt for just a second? So let me ask you that, because I in my business, I interact with a lot of businesses and a lot of people, and everybody that I talk to, kind of like you and I talk, does not have that background, does not have the foundation of, education, certification, whatever it takes. They just got their hustle on, quite honestly, and went into it, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Right. How do you differentiate? If I'm just an end user, how do I differentiate that?
And that's one of the things that I do want to bring up. When you are seeking a publicist or a marketing coordinator, any type of brand management for your company, it is so essential to do your research and to ask questions. Do not be ashamed or afraid to ask questions, because there are a lot of people around here that can pitch a great story to you and just persuade you that they are the mastermind. And one thing that I always tell people is, first thing to ask is, where did you attend school? What did you study? Also, ask to see if they have a portfolio. A great publicist will have a record, a portfolio, some type of form where you can see their work, their history. But definitely ask, where did you attend school? What did you major in? What was your degree in? What did you study? And that will let you know right off the bat that they have that training. Because some people just wake up and, just decide, hey, I was going to do this. It happens. It's funny, but it
happens all the time.
It happens, and then when I get into a conversation with them, just as a publicist, asking different things, and like CEO and B2B and C2C,
right.
People don't even know the terms.
Right.
And I just get stuck in a mid-conversation with them. They don't even know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you went to school, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Right. Understood.
So definitely ask those questions when you first meet someone, because it can be hard, because anyone can pitch you a good story.
Okay.
Anyone.
Right.
So definitely ask those questions.
Gotcha. Okay. So we're on Entrepreneur Central, broadcasting live on 106.5 Radio, and we're talking to Tara Youngblood, who is enlightening us about the world of publicity and public relations, publicity, and all that it entails. Tara, we're gonna cut short. I really need to talk to you again and have you talk to our listeners again, because right now we only have an hour show, and we're expanding to 2 hours here coming in April, which is a blessing. But we're gonna have you back on to talk, because I think it's really critical, all of the information that you're sharing. But before we cut off, I want to make sure that you share your contact information. If one of our listeners is looking for a publicist or public relations firm, how can we get in contact with you?
Yes, if you are seeking a publicist, go ahead and contact me today. You contact me at Totally Tara, T-R, and that's TOTALLYTARAPR or you can find us www.totallyterapr.com. And I am here, and you can go ahead and contact me for anything, any questions, anything of that nature. I am definitely here.
Beautiful. And we're going to share your information on eCentral 411 as well. And we're going to put you on a roll call because I think it's really great. You know, we network. That's what it's all about. We want to make sure that we build our network. And so, right. And that's in connecting, you know, wonderful subject matter experts that are really true to form, that can come and actually help you with your business. Not, like you said, not pitch you a great story. So, so Tara, I want to thank you for coming on the show today first.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And I, without question, look forward to talking to you more and sharing with our listeners all of the information that you have provided with us, and then more, and even more, because I think there's more to share, and I think there's more to learn.
Right.
Okay?
Always.
So we will definitely, without question, be looking for you to come onto the show more often, and also share some information about your clients. Share them as well, because we are broadcasting all over the globe, literally, which is exciting. But we're broadcasting everywhere, and I don't think that this information is reserved for any one geographic location. I think it helps everyone.
Yes, I would love to do that, especially with my clients. I have many clients. That would be great.
Okay.
Yes, I would do that.
Awesome. I look forward to that. I look forward to connecting with you even more into the future.
Thank you.
All righty. Thank you. All right. Bye. All right. So I'm so excited that we were able to share this information. We are going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back with Nancy Lewis, and we're going to talk about building a better you. And when I tell you, if somebody's not already on, they need to get on now. You need to tell them now, hey, there's some information you need to hear now. So you need to get online with us, and you know what? Just connect. So we'll come back from a break in just a minute.
You are locked into the best reggae, soca, hip hop, and R&B on 106liveradio.com.
I heard that drop. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
We're back on Entrepreneur Central. This is Marjorie Waye. Broadcast coming to you live on 106 Live Radio every Wednesday from 12 noon to 1. And we're just going to continue to move forward. We are very fortunate to have Nancy Lewis here in the studio with us. And it's going to talk about building a better you. How are you doing today, Nancy?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. I'm very honored. I want to get right into it. I want you to tell us about you and tell us about your business.
Okay, I am Nancy Lewis, and I am the president of Progressive Techniques Incorporated, where our tagline is developing a better you, because we believe absolutely everything happens from the inside out.
Yeah. Get closer to the mic. I'm so sorry. There you go.
Okay.
Perfect. We want everybody to hear you clearly.
Techniques Incorporated, where our tagline is developing a better you. And we will actually be in business next Tuesday, 20 years.
Awesome.
So to God be the glory,
yes.
as just a God thing. So what we do in our business is that we provide innovative seminars, transformational seminars, workshops, keynotes for organizations across the country, the Delta Airlines, the AT&T, the Chick-fil-A. We've been blessed to have an incredible client list, and all the glory goes to God, because He has given me the gift to be able to go out and speak in the marketplace. So I'm very thankful. But I do topics in the area of diversity and inclusion, leadership, customer service, any of the soft skills that ultimately have a hard impact, we talk about. And so we go in organizations and do all-day training, half-day, whatever you need. I do one-on-one business and executive coaching. So we really want to help you tap into the greatness of your employees, because there's so many people that are out there in the workplace that are unhappy. I heard a stat a few weeks ago from a magazine I was listening to online, and the gentleman said 83% of the workforce are stressed.
Yes.
And we talk about the engagement factor. So many people are not engaged. About 70% of the people who work are not engaged. They show up, but they're not engaged. So we come in and help you transform your people, but it has to start from the top down.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You got to get the leaders on board. They got to buy into it. They got to support it. You can't push it up. You got to push it down. So we come in and help you with discussions, with dialogue, with training that's designed specifically for your organization, that's customized for you to get the most out of it so that your people can grow and excel and tap into their potential so they can be the best you they can possibly be.
I love that. That is awesome. That is awesome. I everything you just said, yes. I think that one of the things that I think you're absolutely right. It's funny, my study is all about absenteeism and presenteeism and people that are at work, but they're actually not present. They're actually not present. I mean, and all of their other life issues are impacting their productivity.
Yes.
And so, on top of the fact that I just don't like to be here.
I don't like my job, I don't like my boss, I don't like any of this. But the question I always ask people, if you don't like what you're doing, what brings you happiness and fulfillment, what are you willing to do to have the career you want?
Right.
You can't go home and watch TV every evening if you want something different. Absolutely. You're not sick and tired yet. When you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you'll make a change.
There you go. I think, absolutely hands down, that is the answer. Because you're right. When you get sick and tired of being sick and tired,
you're going to do something.
I'm going to do something different.
But many times, you say, I work all day, then I go home, I'm tired. Well, then you're not tired yet. You're not sick and tired enough, okay? Let me just say that. Because when you get really tired of what you're doing, and you know that there's more out there, and that there's greatness inside of you that's not been tapped into, you want to do something different.
Absolutely.
But it begins sometimes as a hobby. It begins as something that you do as an interest outside of your job. Your job should not be your life.
Absolutely. And that is, unfortunately, that is the majority of our society.
Yes, we're workaholics.
We are workaholics.
And what I tell people, I try to stress, especially with my coaching clients, and even when I go into business, you have to begin to define and set some boundaries. That means if you're on vacation, you don't respond to an email when you're on vacation. Because once you respond, you off vacation.
Okay, you're listening to Entrepreneur Central, but we're talking to Nancy Lewis, Progressive Techniques, and please write something down, record it, do whatever, because I'm telling you, you need to hear this information. That's a
setting
great
boundaries. I mean, and I get there are times we have to go beyond the boundaries, but it should be the exception rather than the rule. You need to be present with your family. You need to be present with when you're in your job. Be present. Now, I have to learn some of this through the School of Hard Knocks.
Yeah,
I learned the School of Hard Knocks, but I have learned. Once you learn the lesson,
that's right.
You leave the baggage and you move forward.
I love that.
So it's important to understand what are the boundaries you set. Having fun time. Women, we take ourselves so seriously.
Absolutely.
Everyone's so serious now. We have forgotten the laughter.
Right.
We've forgotten how to have fun. Humor. Laughter's a tranquilizer with no side effects, and the Bible says it works as medicine.
Yes. Oh,
so we need to learn how to laugh. I tell you, have a laugh-a-thon.
Yeah.
Laugh at yourself.
That's right. That's right.
And because when you begin to laugh, you can't stay where you were. You have to shift. Your attitude changes. You feel better because now you become more lighthearted. It's not that serious.
Your chemical
endorphins. Your endorphins begin to get secreted. Yeah. The same thing when you take morphine, you can get simply by laughing more.
I see, exactly. I love that. And I think, but it's in your passion too.
It is. You love what you do. You'll never work another day in your life.
Never work another day in your life.
It's not for me. I love what I do. I know it's ministry.
Yes.
I know it's helping people to tap into greatness that they might not see on their own.
Right.
But to help them see that one thing that they didn't see that I can help them open up their eyes to see.
Absolutely.
It is powerful. It's not everybody's not going to be impacted, but that one person.
Yeah.
The key to the 99 is the one.
Absolutely, and that's so necessary. And I think that's where we get it skewed. A lot of times we're thinking I have to get everybody, right? You're not going to get everybody because everybody's not going to be on the same wave. Everybody's not sick and tired of being sick and tired.
And some people they're comfortable. They're comfortable in complacency, and there's nothing wrong. If you want to be there, that's your choice.
Right.
So I told a friend of mine, you can't take people where they don't want to go.
Absolutely.
Quit trying to drag people. You're an eagle. I said I'm an eagle. I want to soar with eagles.
Yes.
You can be a chicken. You can be whoever you want to be. It's not a bad thing. It's just where you are. But I choose to be around people who are going to challenge me, who are smarter than me, who I'm going to learn from, because I don't want to stop learning. I don't want to stop growing. So I have to continue to expand my network and to expand the people that I come in contact with, so I can be better.
The one thing I share with the audience, if you're the smartest person in your circle, You're not growing. You're not going anywhere.
You need to expand your circle and get some new people.
You need to be the dumbest person, and I use that, not in calling anybody dumb, because I by no means can say I'm dumb, but I try to surround myself with people that are smarter than me, and and in areas that I'm not gifted in.
Yes. And
I want other people's gifts around me, because that makes me stronger. I can't grow and beyond. If everybody's telling me yes, everybody's telling me I'm great, and
something's wrong. My one boss said if two people always agree, one of them is unnecessary. When I worked my last corporate job, he said, if you always agree with me, he said, one of us is not necessary.
Absolutely. I'm so wholeheartedly, but everybody can't take that. No. Everybody can't take you telling them that they're wrong, or take constructive criticism, even if you say it in the nicest way.
No, they cannot. It's unfortunate. We would much rather sometimes placate people and tell them things they want to hear versus what they need to hear. We do a disservice to them when we do that.
Absolutely.
It's doing it in a way. I've had to learn how, because I grew up in the Midwest where I'm pretty direct, and if it looked like a duck, quack, I may call it a duck.
That's right.
And so I had to learn that it's not what we say, but it's how we say it. So I've had to learn through my years of being refined and learning some things that is how you tell people things. And sometimes even telling them with kid gloves on, they're not going to receive it. But the point is, if God has told me to tell you, I still got to tell you.
Yes. It's your responsibility.
I have to share that with you, and in the hopes that you will take it at some point, wrap your arms around it and say, that was good. I needed that. I call them teachable moments.
Absolutely. I love that. Please tell me where are you teaching? What's your next seminar? What's going on? Because I promise you, these are edifying. This is edifying. It helps so much. Even though I tout myself as a very positive, high energy. I am doing my passion, right? However, it's always great to hear somebody else's gift, because it becomes edifying and a growth opportunity for me.
Absolutely. So what we're doing next Thursday, March 17th, is I've been doing an event. I'm actually the co-founder of the event. It's called Transforming Women Entrepreneurs. It's held at the Commerce Club on the 49th floor. Yes, where eagles soar. So it's a God event. So I'll say it's a God event. The theme is brilliant, brave, and bold. Business women transforming the world.
I love that.
So, we are brilliant. We're great. We're bold. And it's time for us to step out into the greatness that God has called us to walk in.
Amen.
So I tell people, it's a God event. It's nothing I do. I'm simply the steward over it. But it is an anointed event. We will have speakers talking about branding, talking about social media, talking about the journey of the entrepreneur. It's not all peaches and cream.
This is not for the faint of heart.
You better say it again.
I promise you, if you have a faint of heart, don't start.
It requires you will have to walk by faith and not by sight.
Oh my goodness! And so many days you're gonna cry, you're gonna sweat, you're gonna want to quit, you're gonna want to do all of those things when you are an entrepreneur.
And that's why it's so important to be around people that are like entrepreneurs. So when you're having a valley experience, because they're not all mountaintop. When you have that valley experience, you will call somebody and they will tell you to put your big girl stuff on and get it moving. To not fall into that place of where you start to get depressed, because you're going to have some challenging days. It's part of the journey. But everything you go through is to learn to become better, so that you can minister to somebody else, because what we go through is not for us, it's for somebody else.
Absolutely.
But in the process, this day, next week, 9 to 5, March 17th, it is an all-day event. We do them quarterly. The rest of them are just 2 hours. We do one in June, September, November, but they're just 2 hours. But we celebrate the 8th year, because 8 means new beginning.
Yes.
And so we have just a wonderful group of speakers that will be there sharing. Tawanda Black with Kiss 104.1 is our opening keynote speaker. It's going to be an amazing day. And you want to be in a place. We have wonderful door prizes. I mean, we have a round trip ticket for 2 on Delta to the 48 states. Alaska and Hawaii are excluded. But to the 48 states and to Canada. Someone will win that. But we have a host of door prizes. So we've been very blessed. A lot of supporters, gotta give a shout out to some of my sponsors. Because,
definitely, please.
Certainly Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta International Airport, Delta Airlines, Grady Health System, Georgia Power has just been phenomenal. Kroger, Two Chicks and His Grace, Olive Oil Cosmetics Incorporated, Health Markets, Golf Women Mean Business, T-Mobile, I got them this week. They signed on as a sponsor. So, I mean, I'm just really, God is so awesome. He is awesome. And our speakers, I want to give a shout out to our speakers, Rhonda Height, T. Renee Smith, make sure Barbara Curtis, Yvette Begas. She is actually TWE Woman of the Year 2015. She's one of our speakers. Tracy Gilbert, Vicki Irwin, Sonia Williams, Candace Mitchell, Jean Marie Richardson, Dr. Jerika Dodd, Dr. Pozo. So we're going to have a day where you can ask the doctor wellness wisdom. We're going to talk about how to do business with corporate giants, how to do business with the big guys.
Absolutely.
Because you have to have a mindset that you deserve to be there.
Come on now.
And you have to get people. You don't have to do it all. You need to have a team of people that can support you, that you can go together, and you all can do it and do it in an excellent fashion.
I love that. And how do you attend? What do you have to do?
How do you attend? If you want to attend, you can go to the website www.tweus.com. That's www.tweus.com. Or you can reach out to me at 770-964-5533. That's 770-964-5533. We'd love to get you registered and to attend because it's going to be a great day.
It sounds like it. It sounds like it. And it's also, just as a part of what we do, it's a networking opportunity.
I say move from networking to connecting. It's a
connection day.
It's a connecting.
Okay, I'm gonna steal that.
Because people network all day long, but nothing happens. But if we connect, we will have dialogue beyond the event.
Oh, I love
that.
So
I said, let's forget it. We network, but we want to connect. Right. The power of connecting.
Take it to the next level. Yes. And connect. I love that. That's on my dream board. Funny enough, for this year, it's connect. So perfect. So we can register. So if you go to tweus.com. And you can register to be a part of the event.
Absolutely.
March 17th from 9 to 5. And it's, where is it again?
The Commerce Club, 191 Peachtree Street, Northeast on the 49th floor. The 49th floor. We're talking about the view is spectacular.
I love it.
It's where eagles soar. I mean, men actually can attend even. Let me be clear. Men can attend. Our speakers are women.
Okay.
But men can attend. We have some men that are attending, and they come regularly, but the speakers are all women.
And they should be. And I mean, it sounds like it's an event actually for everyone.
It is.
It's just really understanding the components of how women are transforming the world, how women transform the world, and how that connection, love connect by the way, how that connection actually bolsters everyone.
Yeah. And if you get it right, if you start feeling good about who you are, and this is an environment where it's supported, it's nurturing.
Yes.
You can go and talk to anybody there and create your own connection so that when you leave there, you have made some connections that can lead from that contact to that contract.
I love that. Oh my goodness.
But it begins with the process. It's relationship building. So I'm really big on you have to build relationships because at the end of the day, everything happens because of relationships.
Absolutely. We're created to be in relationships.
Yes,
that's our
absolutely.
creator. So one of the things before we have to disconnect, but how do you develop a better? How can you teach me? Tell me a quick tip or to develop a better me.
How to develop a better you. A quick tip is to sit down and write 7 things you like about you. 7 strengths. It doesn't matter who likes them. This is your list.
Yes.
And begin to say, okay, how do I use these in my day-to-day activities? How do I use these in my day-to-day walk? And remind yourself when you get up in the morning, I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
Yes.
I'm a child of the Most High God. I'm beautiful. You have to give yourself a pep talk. As David did in the Bible, you have to encourage yourself.
Yeah.
Encourage yourself and learn how to put people in the front row seat of your life who need to be there.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Everyone doesn't need to be in the front row seat of your life. Get people who are going to tell you what you need to know, but at the same time encourage you and build you up.
I love that. I love that. That is that tip. Okay, take that. You needed to write that down. Write your 7 steps, 7 lists, your list of the things that you love about you, and be okay with that.
Exactly. This is your list.
This is you.
You don't have to get validation from anybody else. This is your list.
Yes.
What are the 7 things? You can write more than that, but write 7 because 7 is complete. It's finished.
Absolutely. Yes.
But look at yourself and realize that you have greatness inside of you. There's a diamond inside of you that wants to come out and shine brightly for the world.
Right. And share.
Yes, share.
And you're wonderful.
Share. The more you share, the more you give, the more you get.
Yes. Law of benevolence.
Yes.
I love that. One of the things that I think is so I am so honored to be able to talk to you and make this connection.
Yes,
we're going to connect.
We connect.
That's right. One of the things I'm so honored is because I don't think we as women tout ourselves enough. I know I had to learn that. I had to learn to, talk about me being wonderful. I am wonderful. I'm thankful for the uniqueness that God gave me. I am unlike anyone else, and so is everyone else. And applaud that, as opposed to accepting anybody else's words about you. That's just not how you see yourself.
Learn how to love the skin you're in. And that was a cliche years ago, but it's so powerful. You really have to learn how to love the skin you're in. Be happy with where you are. And sometimes not focusing on the periphery vision, but keeping your eyes focused on where your roadmap is going.
Yes.
Where you're headed. Because you start looking sideways, you get off you, you get off track, and sometimes you miss where God is taking you.
Absolutely.
So be happy with who you are, but get people around you who embrace you, celebrate you as you celebrate other people.
I love that. I love that. I love that. Walk on water. The minute he took his eyes off Jesus, let's just go to
He sunk.
But as long as he kept his eyes focused on, Jesus, he walked on water.
So where's your focus? The question for people out here in the listening audience is, where's your focus? Where you focus is where you will find yourself moving in that direction. So if you're not happy with where you are, you need to say, okay, where do I want to be, and who do I need to align myself with to help me get to that next place, that next level, and be willing to be a giver, not just a taker. Be intentional. My word last year was being intentional. Learn how to be intentional with your words and with your actions.
I love it.
Under promise and over deliver.
See, you coming back. Oh, without question. This is Marjorie Waye on Entrepreneur Central, coming to you live every Wednesday from 12 noon to 1. We're going to take a quick break, and I got to come back and announce this wonderful, epic thing, but I want to thank you. Thank you for coming on the show
Thank
today.
you for having me on your show. I appreciate being here.
We were so blessed. We were so blessed today. I know I've been blessed, and I know everybody else has too. I'm just going to claim it for you. So,
thank you again.
So you are most welcome, and we want to get that information on the website because we want to share, because as many people as we can get to come and register, they're going to be edified, and as much as we are just sitting here talking for this short period of time.
Praise God.
All right? Yay! So we're going to come right back, and we're going to talk about our epic, monumental announcement, but then also we're going to do our roll call for today. So we will be right back.
You are locked into the best reggae.
Stronger and better because of it. You have got to make a declaration that this is what you stand for. You're standing up for your dreams. You're standing up for peace of mind. You're standing up for health. Take full responsibility for your life. Accept where you are and the responsibility that you want to take yourself where you want to go.
Yes. I'll
You
clear
can
my
decide that I'm going to live
so I
each
can.
day as if it were my last.
Yeah.
Live your life
She's a better person.
But no, it's like,
I will most definitely. We will. Okay. And then we.
The last chapter to your life has not been written yet, and it doesn't matter about what happened yesterday. It doesn't matter about what happened today. What matters is what are you going to do about it?
It's a motivational video on YouTube called Unbroken. So if you just look on YouTube, Unbroken, he only does motivational. This is what they're saying. Next Thursday. We're back. This is Marjorie Waye on Entrepreneur Central, broadcasting live every Wednesday from 12 noon to 1 for now on 106liveradio.com. And we are now going to make the announcement that in April, I'm taking down music, I want you to hear what I'm about to say. So in April, starting April 1st, we are putting forth a competition called Exposed. And what does Exposed mean? We want to grant exposure, like a Super Bowl commercial exposure, to businesses across the country. And the way that you enter, now you can't enter until the last week in March, but we're going to send out lots of information about Facebook. If you know, it's basically any business. You can be a hairstylist, you can do detailing, you can be an attorney, you can be a consultant, it can be a local business, it can be a national business, you can be a business that you just want to go national. It can be an international business. If you're in Africa, if you're in London, if you're in Sweden, Norway, wherever you are, you can get in on this particular competition. And so how do you do it? What happens? What do you do? Produce a 30-second commercial, right? Now, I don't need you to go and spend $1 million to produce a commercial. I just need you to be able to share what your business is, what's your business name, what do you do, how do you benefit others. That's basically it. And so be creative as you can be. And if you're connected with us via our website, ecentral411.com, via Twitter, via Facebook, Instagram. We are going to be sending out examples of commercials. Be creative, be funny, what have you. And so how do you win? You just get people to vote. Get your clientele, your customers, anybody to get on and vote. Now, if you are not a business, but you have a business that you love, you have a stylist that you love, you have a shoe shiner that you love, I don't care what they do. If they're in business, if you have a business that you love, nominate them. Nominate them and then tell them we need a 30-second spot. Even if you go and film it on your iPhone, we need a 30-second spot about your business. And then you're going to post it on eCentral411.com. When you post it, send people to the website, they vote, and the one that gets the most votes wins. That's it. So, what do I win? Exposure. You will get advertisements. A commercial created just for your business on 106liveradio.com that broadcasts 24/7 all around the globe. You will get a spot. So we'll create a commercial for you. We'll put it on and you'll broadcast, I think we said 4 times a day, right? 4 times a day. We will, your commercial will air for the entire month. For an entire month. You also get a banner ad on 106liveradio.com. You get a banner ad on eCentral 411. You get to be a guest on Entrepreneur Central. You also get a business package from 360 Player Experience where we will come in and do a business analysis for you. It's valued at $10,000. We will also do, you will also get 360 Accounting Services 1 month free, and we'll come in and do an analysis for you. As we go through March, we have some other folks that want to join our package and actually share their services on our package. So you'll be getting even more. But that's the start. That's where you get to start. And we are going to get you exposed. So even if you don't win, even if you didn't get the most votes, what you get is still exposure. Because every time somebody comes out and sees your wonderful, funny, creative commercial, that even if they don't vote, they're looking at your commercials. So share your business. Share what you do. And so what if I'm a local business and I have I don't have customers all around the world, and somebody, from wherever wants to, occupy or come visit my business? You can gift. If you have it, if you're in our package and you are in Atlanta, Georgia, but the winner is out in Houston, you can gift it to somebody. But you've still gotten exposure. So look at the broader picture. We are exposing businesses, entrepreneurs, small businesses, what have you. Build us a 30-second commercial and expose your business. So that's our epic. Yay! I don't have a drum roll and all the confetti, but it's just me talking about how epic this is. You have the opportunity to capitalize on a Super Bowl level exposure, and all you have to do is build a 30-second commercial. That's it. That's it. You have to like us. That's the other thing. You got to like us on Facebook, but that's connecting with us. So that's what we have. I'm going to be announcing this every single week. We're going to be sending out more information on Facebook, and the last week in March is when you can start nominating businesses. But let them know if you're a business already. Start getting your commercial together, getting your ideas, being creative. Go ahead and put it together, just so that we can go ahead and expose your business. And if you're not already advertising on 106 Live Radio, greater than the exposure that we give on roll call, which I'm about to do as quickly as I can because we're running out of time, is you need to look at our advertising packages on 106 Live Radio, because it's as little as $8 a spot. And if you're not already advertising, or if you're looking at your advertising budget, you need to go ahead and look at 106liveradio.com. Again, it's global, and if you're looking to grow your business, this is the place where you want to be. So, the next thing I'm going to talk about is roll call. I'm going to do as many as I can before we run out of time. But I want to get there. I'm going to get there eventually. All right, so we're going to start with 360 Player Experience. We also have 360 Accounting. We also have SDW Services, painting contractor. We also have Hill Chase LLC. We have Progressive Techniques. We have Progressive Techniques. We have Gianna's Creative Design in Virginia. We also have, we're having more technical difficulties. We also have, hold on just a second. Don't run out of time. I'm coming. Okay, so we also have, nope, it's not coming. I'm sorry, I apologize. If I did, oh, I got it. Okay, yay. Love technology when it works. And it's not working as fast as I want it to be. I had it and then I lost it, just that quick. Nope. Okay. If you're not on roll call already, the easiest way to do it is go to essential411.com and click on the contact us page, fill out your information, and then we will share your information on our roll call. Better than I'm doing right now. But what it does is it gives you free exposure. It also gives you an opportunity for those that come to our website to see your business and just get the exposure that you need. Okay, so I'm back on. We also have Club E here in College Park, Atlanta on our roll call. We have Invest Atlanta. And if you haven't already visited their website, you need to go as soon as possible. We also have Unlimited Love and Life Coaching, LLC. We have DJ Ross Iman, who was on last week. If you haven't already downloaded his stuff, go to our website and you can connect. We have Body by You, located in Douglasville, Georgia. Amir Event Planning Event Services. Our Gyms, based in Bremerton, Washington. Total Life Changes. Sunrise Properties of Georgia. Proverb Shield. Giving a Hand based in Atlanta. Lori A. Mann. Sheer Illusions Hair Salon. Natural Herbal Detox Tea, and Baby Judy Dorzion, who was our guest last week. So, I'm almost out of time. Join us next week on 106.5 Radio, where we're going to talk about payroll and HR and how that impacts your employees and you as a company. Please join us next week, and I thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing this ride with me. I'm having a ball, if you couldn't tell, because I laugh a lot. But thank you for joining us every single week, and we hope that we are edifying and helping your business grow. So we thank you, and we'll talk to you soon.
You are locked into the best reggae, soca, hip-hop, and R&B on 106liveradio.com.